he said that you told him you had a number of championship clubs after you as well. So why Swindon?
For a number of reasons, really. First and foremost is what the way the club play, what they're trying to achieve this season. I think they've been batting far above their means, in terms of budget, but the football they play, has caught everyone's eye, and I'm certainly one of those, and relishing the opportunity to play for.
Have you kept an eye on how they've been playing?
Yeah, I have. I think it's been documented. My family's all from Swindon, so I've always kept an eye on Swindon. It's the first game I ever came to watch was Swindon v Crystal Palace many years ago. I think it's the quarter-finals of the League Cup. And then obviously I made my debut here, although it was for Oxford, but it's a club that I've always followed closely too. My family still live here, and it's something I've always followed.
So when your family found out that Swindon were making a few approaches, had a bit of interest, you weren't getting phone calls saying, don't care who's in touch, go to Swindon?
No, I told my granddad, who he was a lifelong Swindon fan. I think he told me the other day that he reckons he must be one of the very few people alive who watched Swindon play Grimsby in about 1934-35, a big FA Cup game. He played truant off school to come and watch it, and got caught out. I think his picture was in the paper. But I told him, and I think he had a couple of brandies to celebrate when I was coming down, so I was very pleased to get him.
What do you bring to the club, do you think, when you come in?
Well, hopefully I'm alright at football.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I've been around, I've played from non-league all the way through to the Premier League. I went through all 5 leagues in 6 years, going up a league every year, just 2 years in the Championship on my way up. So I've played in all the leagues, I've got promoted out of every league as well. So also I bring that sort of level of experience sort of thing. Fortunate enough, I was captain at Wolves last year. I think we set a few records getting promoted out of this league, so I know the league very well. Just trying to bring some experience to what is a very good young team to get us promoted.
You know what it takes to get promoted. When you look at this squad, has this squad got what it takes in these last few games of the season?
Yeah, definitely. There's some very good players here. Training yesterday was very good. Still missing the lads who've been away on international duty. They all had 2 games, they're not back yet. But the standards there, the quality of football, has to be applauded. The way the club play, the players play, for such a young players to play that way and remain focused on that, even though things don't always go your way. It's very easy to resort back to what is a typical English old-fashioned type of football, which is get it along, which a few teams do in this league. But to have the confidence to carry on playing like they do is their biggest strength.
Having played in the Premier League and in the Championship, are you seeing players who you think, they can make the step up quite happily? Yeah,
definitely. There's always players in the lower leagues who have enough ability to play in the top levels. Then it's down to confidence, a bit of luck, commitment. Certainly here there's players with all those things, and the ability as well. So they're a young, hungry side who individually obviously want to go on and have good careers as well. And that's probably another reason why the club are doing so well.
What was it like playing against Swindon last season for Wolves?
Yeah, to be fair, we the game at Molineux early on in the season, Swindon thoroughly deserved to win the game. I think we won 3-2, and somehow we managed to win the game. But I can remember not just myself, but players coming off the pitch just saying how well Swindon passed the ball, how well they played, and thoroughly deserved to win the game. Unfortunately, they didn't. And then the return fixture down here, we were in a very rich lane of form at the time, and I think we were 3-4 up at half time and sort of coasted through the second half as such. But the way Swindon plays certainly caught my eye.
When you get